Queen who to whatever His Highness desires. Y'all weren't ready for that. I know you weren't. I know you weren't prepared. Okay, alright, I'm gonna sit down. I promise. I'm sitting. Jesus. Hello soul searchers, and welcome back to my channel where we use tarot to gain better insight into ourselves and the world around us. So y'all know, if you've been here, you know I did an empties video, and in this empties video I assigned each product a tarot card because this is a tarot channel. I know you probably can't tell, but let me just let you know. Anyway, that really sparked something in me. I really enjoyed that. I love tarot. I literally pull cards every day, even if it's just for myself. I'm pulling cards every single day. It can be heavy. It can be a lot. Tarot messages, like by the time people get to tarot, it's like with any other spiritual tradition. It's usually because something deep, something heavy, something kind of pivotal is going on. And so, yeah, I love it. But I noticed that a lot of my content does tend to be very heavy. And I really just enjoyed the lightheartedness of going through my empties and then assigning tarot cards to them. Plus, I feel like that's a cool way to learn. It's a more lighthearted way to learn. And it also kind of rewires the way my brain thinks about the different cards. So with that being said, that one video inspired me to do similar-ish videos where I basically talk about different products for multiple reasons. We're going to get into it, and assign tarot cards to those products just based off of my experience with them. I'm noticing, okay, so let me explain. I'm recording this in July, but Prime Day with Amazon just passed. And I think with Prime Day, I ended up slipping into some old patterns of behavior that I'm not the proudest of, aka overshopping, overconsumption. And I thought it would be cool because Amazon is a company I shop from pretty often. I order at least once a month. And so I can't say I'm proud of that. But I feel like if I have to come on here and tell you guys what I purchased, how I feel about it, etc., etc., I feel like if I know I'm going to have to do that, I'm going to be a little better with my spending because now it's like I have someone to answer to. I know y'all probably don't actually care that much, but in my brain, y'all are clocking me and you're going to check me if I haven't used something that I ordered a month ago, or if I bought something that I didn't need. Like y'all are going to let me know. In my brain, at least, y'all are going to let me know, and that's enough for me to make this video. I might link all of the products in the description box. It just depends on if I can get on my Amazon account online. I don't make commission. I was at one point, but I don't have enough sales generated from my links to remain an ambassador. So the links that I have just, they don't go anywhere. I don't get anything for them. The second that changes, you will know though, because I am speaking it into existence that that's gonna change. So yeah, all of that being said, let's just go ahead and get into what I bought in June 2026 with my Amazon Prime membership. Ooh, the way that girl be getting use out of her Prime membership. I do. Let's get into this box. This is not a light box. It's not a small box, but I gotta show you the box because there's actually another product here. And I did buy this in June 2026. So this is the Dura Beam Plus Pillow Rest Raised Air Mattress from Intex. I did literally get this on Prime Day because it was less than 40 bucks. It was like 39 and some change, right under 40. This is a true need for me. My mom is coming at the end of this month, and before y'all judge me, I did offer her, my fiance and I did offer her our bed, and then we would take the air mattress. My fiance Snake, aka my stepdaughter, her tank is in the bedroom, and my mom was like, I won't be able to sleep in there. So yeah, I did have to buy her an air mattress. I didn't have to, she didn't ask me to, but I just wanted to get her something because she already bought the damn plane ticket. Y'all know that ain't cheap. So I wanted to at least get her the air mattress while it was on sale. And yeah, I actually did test it out because y'all know how air mattresses be. They come with holes in them, and then you know you can't return them. Like, there's always something with an air mattress. So I did go ahead and test it just to make sure everything is working properly. This is one of those air mattresses that's like self-pumping and then self-deflating as well. You just have to turn a knob and it automatically does it for you. And everything worked out perfectly. I'm actually really happy with it. I feel like it was a good investment. We're obviously going to get use out of it. So this is probably one of my more responsible purchases. What would I give this? What card would I give this? I'm getting like 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles is like, it's so funny. It actually talks about generational wealth, which is a little dramatic. But I do feel like this is like a really good investment. And like, if my best friend and god baby decide to come visit, there's an air mattress for them to use. If one of my fiance's best friends wants to spend the night, usually they just sleep on the beanbag, but now they also have the option of an air mattress. You know, it is one of those things that will hopefully benefit myself and my household for a long time. That's the hope. 10 of Cups is all about having more than you could ever dream of, having more than you could ever wish for, which can come with an air mattress. You know, you just having a regular little kiki with your besties, it ends up getting late. Now you can blow up the air mattress and they could just spend the night, and then it ends up becoming a little sleepover, which you didn't know you needed, but like, it's become a fun time of connection and camaraderie. And I feel like, as someone who has been money focused for a very long time, I feel like that is something I'm realizing I actually do really like and need every now and then, at least just every now and then. So I'm actually pretty proud of that purchase. I have no regrets there. Alright, I don't know if I want to give y'all the exact names because some of the names of these products is long. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Pultilanda, I'm probably mispronouncing that. Pultilanda small black ceramic bowl. It is basically this. It's a cute little funky bowl, and I literally bought it just to hold my charms. So I haven't washed it in the dishwasher or anything, but it's getting its use. Like, the second I got this in the mail, I literally set it on some selenite for cleansing and then put the charms in there the next day, and it has been in use ever since I received it. So at least 2 or 3 weeks now, and I'm loving it. Y'all have probably seen like the loteria readings that I've done with this setup. Yeah, I got it from Amazon. I do love it. I do feel like I'm getting my uses out of it. What would I give this? I just got a whole new world from The Little Mermaid. And then with that, I kind of get 2 of Wands energy, which I do love, because 2 of Wands talks about being in the space between making a risky decision and a more comfortable one. I wouldn't necessarily say this was risky, but I'm actually not, like, I've never read with charms before. It's not something that I usually have on my channel. So I kind of just one day decided, yeah, I'm doing it. Just got a wild hair up my ass, but I have really enjoyed divining with charms and loteria cards. Maybe I should try it with regular oracle cards too. I feel like if I'm gonna read something that's not traditional tarot, if I'm gonna read like oracle or loteria, then I do need this as like a little bit of an addition. I don't know what that is, but I am really loving the process. So yeah, this gets the 2 of Wands, but that's actually a really good card in this case. And this is what I'm saying about, like, doing this also helps me think of tarot in a different way, because 2 of Wands doesn't normally come off as like super positive energy. It doesn't necessarily give negative, but there is always like this sense of maybe weariness or caution, hesitation that comes up with 2 of Wands energy in a lot of readings. So the fact that I am in love with this bowl, but it came with Two of Wands energy, is just, it helps me get like a slightly different feel for what the Two of Wands could be. I'm loving it here. Sorry. All right, so let's talk about the charms since we already got the bowl up. These charms are, let me go back. So this is the Sanix 350 piece bracelet charms. I actually did end up using a few of these as well as a to make a necklace. So yeah, I like it. Y'all know I like versatile things. I like things that are multi-use. So yeah, I do love that this is like a divination tool, but I could also legit make jewelry out of it. That makes me happy. Let me see, there's another set of charms in here as well. And I think I'm gonna rate them together because, you know, it's the same stuff. Sanix letter charms, and those are 156 pieces, and then it's like 6 different styles or types of font or whatever. So it's actually the same brand too. So yeah, I'm just gonna rate all of the charms together. One thing I'm noticing about charm sets, because I am wanting at least a couple more. This is my problem. I find something I like and then I don't know where to stop. That is literally the epitome of my problem. Anyway, I do really like the 350 piece charm set as well as the letter set. I wasn't as keen about getting the letters, but now that I have them, like, they will probably get used. What I really love about this charm set is that it's pretty versatile. One thing I've noticed now that I've started looking at charm sets is that a lot of them have themes, whether they be like religious themes, ocean theme, desert theme. Like they all kind of stick in one certain arena. And I didn't know that about charm sets until I started looking for them and bought this one. I feel like this one is slightly more versatile. You do have some ocean themed items in here. Like, ooh, this is pretty. Sorry, this one literally just caught my eye. Obviously, I never really looked through all of them, but do you see that? It's like a shell with an oyster. Sorry, an oyster with a pearl. You have like pink moons, blue moons in here. There is, what is this? A unicorn? I want to say it's a unicorn, either a unicorn or a horse. You have Alice in Wonderland, or Alice from Alice in Wonderland. You have different shapes. You have a square, a circle. You have butterflies in here. Like, I feel like it's just a very versatile set, which is really necessary considering what I use this for the most part. There's lips in here. There's hearts. Yeah, I love how versatile it is. I do tend to wear gold jewelry if I'm gonna wear jewelry. I do have a lot of silver as well, but I tend to lean more to gold. And this set is gold as well as the letter set. So yeah, no complaints. No complaints anywhere with the charms. It's so interesting how these are coming through. So with this one, I get 7 of Cups. With the charms specifically, they come through with 7 of Cups. Again, that's not normally like, so 7 of Cups is normally also like maybe-ish energy. It literally talks about having to make a choice, having to choose between options. And I think, because when I was thinking about the charms, I was thinking the word versatile. That's really how I would describe how I use these. It's very versatile. I can use it in multiple ways. And that came with the card, 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups has previously come up to me as being different pools of reality, like 7 different pools of reality. And I guess when I think about it that way, these charms are an embodiment of that, because they could be used for jewelry, they could be used for divination. I could maybe use them as like hair charms if I wanted to really take the time and do that. So it's really versatile use. I could use it in my art, on my canvases if I wanted to. I don't think I will, but it's just like there's all of these different options here. And so yeah, 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups it is. Part of the issue with Amazon is that you honestly win out if you just buy like a lot of something instead of just what you need of that thing. And this is the perfect example of that. These are the Beaky powder puffs. They come in a package of 12. literally I've only needed 2 of these. I use one for my powder foundation and I use another one for my under eye powder. As previously I was using like a brush to put the powder under my eye, and I felt like it wasn't really setting that area enough. I'm starting to get a little older, your girl's starting to crease just a little bit easier, so I wanted something that was hopefully going to smooth out that area a lot more, and that's why I got these. I do really like them. I just feel like, why do I need 10 extra ones? I don't know, maybe like I'll do little gift baskets or something and end up regifting them. If nothing else, they will get used eventually, like a decade from now, but I do really like these. I do legit feel like it holds this area together a little bit better than just the brush was doing. Interesting that I kind of want to sit here, but I have some resistance to this. I was going to say 9 of Cups, and what led me there is that the 9 of Cups talks about wish fulfillment, and literally this product is, oh my god, hummingbird, you always scare me, baby. It literally just pops up out of nowhere every single time. I'm like, because what I imagine is that's just a genetically modified wasp coming to sting my ass. That's, that's the first thing that comes through my brain. Anyway, wish fulfillment. Yes, that's what the 9 of Cups talks about. And literally this is everything that I had hoped it would be. It does everything that I wanted to do. It seems like such a small wish that I almost don't want to give it that card, but that is fitting. That is the meaning of the 9 of Cups. That's something for me to think about, is like, can a small win, can a small wish fulfillment still be the 9 of Cups? Or do I automatically assume that it's supposed to be this grandiose thing, and then that assumption, where does that lead me? Does it lead me to be disappointed when I get 9 of Cups in a reading but I don't see it in real life because I'm looking for something too big, or, you know, something a little bigger than what I expected? I don't know. That's sending me down a rabbit hole. We'll see if that becomes something. It may not. But anyway, 9 of Cups for these bad boys. We're gonna give credit where credit is due. I'm not gonna be that person. Okay, so this dress, I will insert a picture of this dress. I have been eyeing this for literally 6 months. I'm not even gonna lie to you. 6 months, because I remember what made me want to buy it is when I was in Puerto Rico with my mother for her birthday, which is in December. And there was a dress, a beautiful green dress there that I wanted, but we had spent so much money. It was like the tail end of the trip. And the dress was like $40. Now, I think it would have been worth it, honestly. I kind of wish I had bought it. And this is why I just be buying stuff, because I'd be afraid of regretting the stuff I don't buy. It's not like Puerto Rico is right down the street from me. I'm in Central Texas. It's not. I decided not to get it because I was like, I could probably find that exact same thing on Amazon. I did find this one, and it has been in my wish list for forever. Prime Day came, and the price was cut almost in half. Normally it's like $28, and I think I got this one for $15. So I thought it was a good deal. I do still really like it. I think part of the reason this one was so discounted, I'm pretty sure somebody resold it or returned it. I literally had to wash it. There was hair, not a ton, but just like, it just looked like somebody had worn it. And there was hair all in it. So I was like, yeah, no, let me wash this. I probably could have returned it, if I'm being honest. I probably still can. Potentially still might. Now that I think about it. Now that I'm saying it, I'm like, wait a minute. It's brand new. And I do, like, I'm pretty sure they would send a replacement for the same price, right? I'll look into that. The thing about this, the reason why it's slightly disappointing to me is because of the material. Online, it doesn't read as being this thick. I do really like the color. I do really like the style. I just won't be able to actually wear this until like fall, winter months, and then not have to, you know, layer a jacket on it or something. But, you know, when you have spaghetti straps like this, I just feel like it makes sense to have a lighter material as well. This is like, I don't know how to show you, but it's kind of heavy. I don't know. I feel like I would wear it, just definitely not in the dead of summer in Central Texas. Absolutely not. Card I would give this, and then I need to look into returning it actually. The card I would give this, I feel like that's a little harsh, but that is literally the card of disappointment, and it's 5 of Cups. I'm mainly disappointed though because I would have to wait to actually wear it, and I might also have to wait to get another one. We're gonna see what I decide, because honestly I just don't like waiting on stuff either. So the real disappointment comes from like having to wait to wear it, and I think so. Yeah, the card of the waiting game is the 7 of Pentacles. So see, but usually 7 of Pentacles, it's fitting. 7 of Pentacles really talks about like having done the work but still waiting to see the reward. I'm also getting like still waiting for the next best thing, or still waiting. Interesting. It's very specific, but okay. Still waiting on the next best thing, or still waiting on that next good feeling. So yeah, I think that is fitting for that dress. I should probably return it, or at least exchange it for like an actual new one, because I know that thing was returned. I know it was returned. I'm gonna stop saying the official name and just show y'all the product. And then, because the products are gonna be linked, right? I'm gonna do my best to link them. So I can't show you with my current hair, so I'm trying to show you on my hand, and that is not going the best, but it looks something like that on your head. I also could just insert a photo. But yeah, I really like the style of this. I like that it has satin on the inside, so it will literally like, maybe not protect your hair, but at least it's a little easier on your split ends and stuff. You know, it's not as likely to split your ends or damage your hair. And I just felt like I would wear this a lot in the fall months, winter months maybe. You know, just twist my hair up, braid my hair up, and then wear this. I just thought it would be cute. And I had been eyeing this for a while as well. This one I actually do like. I did try it on, and it was like with my hair just curly and out, not even twisted up. It wasn't the cutest, but the fact that it fit over my head, just it made me feel good. What would I rate this? I wasn't gonna go there with it, but fine. So 5 of Swords, and the reason being is that this is kind of tied to my ego in a way. This is one of those ego purchases in the sense of like, not even trying to find my aesthetic, but trying to get into the vibe of my aesthetic. Because I feel like I get it when I see it. I feel like I get it when I see it. And I mean see it, not like with my eyes, but with this eye, the third one. And the fact that I've kind of had ideas of wearing something similar to this before, and then I just saw it, it just, yeah, it felt like it was right on target for me to kind of buy this so that I can start, like I said, matching that image that I see in my head, because I don't feel like I fully match her yet. But that's okay. This is a step on the way there. 5 of Swords does talk about ego, and obviously the ego can be seen as a negative. And this, it can also be a positive though, you know? It just depends on your interpretation and how you're reading it at the time. I think it's okay to have a bit of an ego as far as like what you want to present out to the world, and then, you know, as people watch you and get to know you, they can know like a little bit more. But what is the original presentation? What do you want that to look like? And that's kind of what I'm trying to reach with this. And that's, I think, why I got the card, the 5 of Swords. Hopefully that makes sense. I've never really broken that down that way, but that's literally how I conceptualize it when I'm talking to my higher self and that card comes out. Okay, this is gonna be a fun one. So this is the e.l.f. Camo Color Corrector in the shade Peach. This good baby right here was like $5. $5, you guys. This is the only color corrector I've ever had, so I can't say I'm like a connoisseur or you know, some sort of expert with color corrector. I do know what it's supposed to do though, and I do really like this one. I feel like it does a really good job. I actually don't notice the difference as much on camera as I notice it in person. I feel like, so this is one of those changes too, because I want to say I got this and the little triangle puffs around the same time. And so I guess I can't really say which one is helping my concealer to look better for longer, but I use both. Very often these days I'm using both. This is a lot thicker than my actual concealer, and so let's see. Like, there's absolutely still some creasing, but I feel like it's a lot less than what it used to be. I don't know, I just don't believe it's actually possible to completely get rid of creasing after, you know, a certain age. But I do feel like this helps minimize it, and I don't know if it's because of the thicker consistency, because color correctors aren't necessarily supposed to help with creasing. Like, I understand this sounds crazy to my makeup junkies, but I think it may just be the texture and the thickness of this one. I do feel like that's an added benefit that it gives. I don't have like the darkest of dark circles and everything, but I do feel like this just makes everything even on my face before I go in with the concealer and the contour and the dimensional products again. So I do really like it. I don't think I'll be buying another one. I don't see a reason why I would have to until this one is gone. I like that this was my introduction to color corrector. I feel like it does a really good job, and I love that it comes in the shade Peach. A lot of color corrector lines don't actually have this, as far as I know. Maybe they do, but usually when I'm seeing color corrector on brown skin, it's orange, like bright orange, and as much as I love orange, I don't feel like that one would work for the dark circles and dark spots that I have personally. I think that's for skin that's a little deeper than mine, so I love that they have this here. What would I give this? I feel like these cards are so dramatic today. I'm getting Six of Wands, which talks about victory. This is kind of an all-around win though, as far as quality of the product, but also price. $5? Yeah, $5 makeup in this economy is, and it's good. Like, I could expect $5 makeup in this economy, but I would absolutely expect it to be shit. I wouldn't expect it to be good. This is good. So yeah, I think Six of Wands is pretty fitting. Like, victory all around. Where am I losing? I lost $5. I gained younger looking eyes. I'm fine. Okay, so this next one was a legitimate need. This is the Duo Brush On Lash Glue, white or clear. I had a lash glue before this one, and it was also Duo, but it was like, this one is like a brush, and that one, it had blue lettering, and it didn't have a brush. It had like a wand of some sort. It's really hard to explain. It was still lash glue, but honestly, it was old. And even though it still worked good enough, it just made me a little uncomfortable because the texture was thick. It was a little hard to work with. And I was just like, this is old. I should probably throw this away and just replace this. And this is a cheap enough product where I feel okay doing that. So besides the fact that I don't want to, like, I don't know, go blind because I'm using old ass lash glue. I don't know that would happen. I'm just saying I don't know. I don't want it to happen. So yeah, I legitimately had to replace that one. I have not tried this one yet. I will. But I do feel more confident. Number one, Duo is the only lash glue brand I even know, so I feel like it's gonna work. I feel like it's gonna be good. I feel like they have a lot of skin in the game. They generally know what they're doing. This one was also like the overall pick or highly rated or something like that. So yeah. Even though I haven't tried it, I do feel like it's a healthy risk to take. Like, it's fine. and I also really did need it. So I'm okay with this purchase. As of right now, because I haven't tried it, I can only speak on like how I feel about it and like what I can expect from it. What would I give this? Honestly, I'm gonna give this like a 4 of Wands, because what I'm expecting, 4 of Wands talks about comfort, the comfort zone. This is definitely a brand I'm comfortable with, because even before that lash glue, I had another one. Like, it's always been Duo for lashes, even if it's not the exact same tube or the same type, it's always been the Duo brand. So I feel like 4 of Wands, it does talk about comfort, and this is a brand that I'm comfortable with. I'm also starting to realize that some of my products, I conceptualize the ones that I always go back to, my standard products, I do conceptualize those with the 4 of Wands, and I feel like this could be that for me. So that's my prediction. I can't really speak on it for real, but that's my prediction for it. Y'all, I was reverting to some of my old ways, right? So this is the Wet n Wild Chameleon Chrome Shadow. I did get the green one. Actually, I have all 3. Not gonna lie. The other 2 I bought at HEB, so it's not in this video. But this is the shade Meteor Muse. This is the viral green that everybody has been trying to get their hands on. I ordered this like at the beginning of June and literally didn't get it to the very end of June or something. It was sold out. It was all the way sold out, so yeah, I had to wait on it. And now I'm like, y'all see it's still in the packaging. Now I don't even want to open it because I want to save it for a special occasion. Girl, why am I like this? I know. The Lord is not done with me yet. We're still working on me, okay? Okay. It's so pretty though. It looks so rich. Like, I'm excited to try this one. I was gonna say Queen of Pentacles, but you could even say King of Pentacles with this bad boy. So Queen of Pentacles is the self-care queen, and I think that's why she's the one who came to my mind first. She's also pretty resourceful. So even if she doesn't have $1 million, she's gonna look like $1 million. She's gonna smell like $1 million just from using like the stuff around her, the stuff that she has access to. Sometimes the stuff that she makes herself. So that's Queen of Pentacles, and I do feel like this kind of is aligned with her energy. Because Wet n Wild is another brand like e.l.f., really inexpensive, but also quality, like generally pretty good quality. So I feel like that's aligned with her energy. And then also King of Pentacles, because one thing I'm learning about the King of Pentacles is I'm working with the Chief of Shields. That's basically the King of Pentacles from the Native American Tarot. You guys will probably see another video on that later. One thing I'm learning as I'm working with this King is the power of the present moment. And so again, if you want to look like $1 million, but you don't have $1 million, how do you make that happen? The King of Pentacles is all about kind of working with what you have, finding power in what you have, and letting it serve you. Finding power in the now instead of wishing that you could afford that $150 palette. You know, what do you have access to right now? And what still looks good? What still really beams you up, you know, without you having to break the bank. Because Pentacles is the realm of the tangible realm, you know, it's the realm of earth, it's money. So yeah, definitely getting the royal vibes with this one. Queen and King of Pentacles, that is my final answer, Alex. Super excited to try this. This bad boy right here. Okay, wait, what's this on top? Oh shoot, I forgot about this. Okay, so these are French hairpins. I actually got these in a set of 3. I'm only showing you one because I just wanted to show you for the video, but they come in a set of 3. It was like maybe $6. I do really like these. I've been doing like, when I do my half up, half down, I'll like roll my bun up and then just stick this through the bun. I do like it. The only thing is that I wish it was bendy. I wish it was like a bendy metal. When I use both hands, it actually does work, but like just trying to put this on with one hand, it's a little harder. Or maybe I'm just a weak-handed bitch, because now that I'm doing it, I'm like, wait, I can do that. It's not the easiest though. And then I'm always worried about breaking it. Granted, I do have 2 more. But I just wish it were like a bit more bendy, just to make it a little easier to go and navigate it through my hair. It still works, it still does its job. It holds my hair pretty good actually. That's like the only thing I would change. This is also kind of tied to that 5 of Swords energy. Finding that ego, finding that presentation that I want to give. But on a less dramatic note, maybe 2 of Wands. Yeah, 2 of Wands. So I had to think about it. I'm okay with that answer. So Lovers talks about a choice, but honestly I don't even want to go there because I feel like it's major arcana, and I feel like this is tapping on like a smaller type of choice, which is why we got to the 2 of Wands. Like I said, it's the difference between the risk versus the comfort. My comfort with hairpins would be like the hair clips, you know, like the traditional just a little regular hair clip. But whenever I've tried to do like half up, half down, or a bun with those, it just doesn't look as good. The structure of it is a little too bulky and big for what I'm going for. And so that's why I was looking for an alternative. And I feel like I found a really good one here. So again, 2 of Wands on a positive note. 2 of Wands is coming off aggressively positive in this video. So if you're thinking about taking a risk, this might be the time to do it because it seems like it's all just working out for the risks. A goodie. A goodie. So this is the Santa Muerte Tarot. You guys know, or you may not know, but I recently started working with Santa Muerte, and this is by Fabio Lestrani. I just saw another tarot deck made by him the other day. The man's artwork is top tier. Let me say, Santa Muerte, I don't know why I feel the need. I guess she just wants me to let y'all know. I don't know. She did not force me or ask me to buy this tarot deck at all. She actually guided me to, more traditionally Mexican forms of divination. And one thing I'm noticing about Mexican forms of divination, well, just based off of the 2 that I have practiced, is that those divination practices are things that a lot of Mexicans would have anyway. Or people in general, honestly. It's like eggs, limpia con huevos, and loteria, which it's a family bingo game. So it's almost kind of this notion that like everybody would already have that. So I love that she was trying to guide me out of overconsumption, and I still found my way back here. All of that being said, this is a very beautiful tarot deck. I don't think she's mad at me for getting it. But like, yo, look, 5 of Pentacles at the bottom. I'm just gonna show y'all a couple of these cards. I don't even know who this is. I can't see. I can't even see. Who is this? Page of Cups. No, you want to know what my favorite card is in this deck though? I'm gonna find it for you real quick. It's never been my favorite card in a deck, but this one gets me. This is the Tower. You know what? Let me just... It's so good. So yeah, artwork I love. I can't say I've read, but this relationship with Santa Muerte is very new. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I feel like I do need to read with the cards a little more. Read with her a little more, and I'm really excited to do that because this is gorgeous. And I'm also like curious to read this guidebook too, because I just wonder what else. Like, I already have some of my own personal gnosis, but I'm just curious about what other universal gnosis may be in this guidebook. So I don't know. Overall, I'm happy with it. Excited to go deeper with it. Excited to go deeper with Santa Muerte specifically. And let's see, what card? 3 of Pentacles is coming to mind. for sure. Which I always do see that as like, even though it's funny because for that to be a Pentacles card, for it to be in the suit of the earthly realm, the tangible realm, it does very often speak to me about spirit and ancestors and just all of the spirits and all of us kind of aligning. So yeah, I do see that, me aligning with Santa Muerte and my ancestors who are now on the other side, like kind of bringing us all into the word collusion just came up. Hold on. I feel like that's wait, can I look that up? We're gonna take a sidebar really quick. Me, my ancestors, and Santa Muerte coming into collusion. Are you kidding me? I feel like that's not a positive word. Collusion definition: secret, deceitful agreement or cooperation between two or more parties. You know what? I'm gonna mind my business. Anyway, let's see. Oh, so speaking of loteria, that's literally what this is. It didn't come in this bag. I already had this bag from something else because the girl just has stuff. I think I shopped somewhere and this is the bag that the products came in. And yeah, I definitely kept it because this is like, what? Oh wait, what does it say on here? Botanical. Oh yeah, these are where, so I got these pants off of Etsy and they're like these linen harem pants. They made me feel so good. They made me feel divine. And they came in these bags. So I actually have 2 of these, and as soon as I saw these bags, I was like, I'm keeping those. I don't know what I'm using them for. And this one is now being used for my loteria deck / cards. I actually ended up buying 2 of these off of Amazon. Number 1, because they were very cheap. And number 2, because I didn't know that it would basically be the same few tablas for the first few. One of them came with like 10 tablas, the other one came with 20, but the first 10 or the first 7, however many there are, they're the exact same tablas. So I didn't realize that, but when I got it, I don't really mind. So basically I put all of the tablas into this one set. The tablas are the boards, by the way. So I put all of them into one set, and then I have one set of the loteria cards. The other set of loteria cards is separate, and I've decided to just use those as oracle cards. So yeah, that's my set. By the time you guys get to this video, you would have seen at least like 3 or 4 loteria readings. Obviously, I'm loving these. The fact that I've had these less than a month is actually a surprise to me because we have done a lot of content with these in that past month, and I've really enjoyed just learning this form of divination. As I say all the time, this is a Mexican bingo game. It's a Mexican form of divination, and I am not Mexican. I do just want to give credit where credit is due. And with that being said, I don't even know if I'm actually reading these right. This hummingbird, bro. With that being said, I don't even know why he keep jump scaring me like that. Like, what is up? Damn. Okay, 3rd time's the charm. That being said, I don't even know if I'm reading the tablas and the loteria cards correctly or the way it's traditionally done. I'm really just doing what feels good. So if you know your own loteria readings and they have a YouTube channel, feel free to link them below, because I'd love to see how it's traditionally done if anybody wants to share. What would I put on these? Definitely High Priestess for multiple reasons. Number 1, it's a form of divination. I love that High Priestess didn't even come up with Santa Muerte. We got into collusion. No, I would definitely put High Priestess on this for a few reasons. Number 1, I literally woke up one morning and I heard as clear as day that I needed to basically learn Mexican forms of divination, and then that one Google search led me here. It's not something I was checking for. It's not something, you know, like, it's just, I wasn't looking for another form of divination, but as soon as I got that message, I was like, okay, what's another one? And it's kind of opened up, I keep saying this, it's kind of opened up a whole new world for me. So, yeah, definitely in that regard. If you guys aren't familiar with the High Priestess, I do have a video regarding the High Priestess, and I was doing like my smoke sessions makeup, because the way I ended up getting that eyeshadow palette, it kind of hit me the same way. It was just like, go check that website. You know, it's just like, I'm learning the High Priestess is very random. It's a very random urge. It's a very random message, and it can send you down a slight rabbit hole. And yeah, that's definitely been my experience with this. Besides the fact that this is also a form of divination, which the High Priestess would have, or, you know, practice, is some form of divination, presumably. So yeah, the High Priestess. We're just gonna stick with that one. Let's see. Let's just go ahead and get my shame out the way. Y'all, just remember, like I said, it was all of the Prime Day sales. I think they had me feeling some type of way for real, because why? On top of the Santa Muerte deck, right? Remember we bought that one? Why do I also have these 5? And why are none of them opened? This was a couple weeks ago for most of them. This one was actually at least a month ago. I'm not even gonna lie to you. This one I didn't even get when it was on the Prime Day sale. So let's start here since we're talking about it. This is the New Era Elements Tarot. It was on sale, but not necessarily for Prime Day. So when I saw it go on sale, I got it because I've been wanting it for a long time. Something about black and white tarot decks have kind of been calling me here lately. But as you can see, still got the plastic wrap, completely unopened. It's been staring me in my face for a whole month. All right, that one out the way. We have the Sacred Witch Tarot by Whitespell. Whitespell is becoming a bit of a kryptonite tarot company for me. I just kind of want to buy everything because their tarot decks are so affordable. And then even as I say that, I'm like, see, but what are they sacrificing? Like, are they getting people or collaborating with people or artists who even know tarot? Or are they just kind of making a quick buck? Also, what are the working conditions like? Because it takes a lot of money to make decks like this with this hardcover, and you know, and I feel like they've dropped a lot, but haven't been in business for a long time, at least as far as I'm aware. They kind of just came on my radar not too long ago. So I don't know, I just have a lot of questions about how they're able to put out so many decks and for such an affordable price. Like, every deck I've bought from them has been like between $14 and $16. And so yeah, it gets the wheels turning, you know. But in any case, Sacred Witch Tarot has not been opened. I don't know what this was that was on it. I need to clean the case, but yeah. Two down, 3 to go. Midnight Oracle. I was feeling very creepy in June, and that has definitely carried over into July. I don't know if I'm trying to do Halloween in July or what, but this one called to me. Surprisingly, this is not my traditional type of deck that I would buy. This certainly called to me. Some of the artwork that I saw here, but also on the Amazon listing, it got my attention. I can't even... I feel like this might have a little bit to do with Santa Muerte, but I don't want to blame her for that because she also told me not to. She was literally like, use what you already have, limpia con huevos. And I was like, Tara! It's okay. It's okay. We're going to keep going down this rabbit hole. The Eternal Whisper Tarot. It was $10. That was enough reason for me to buy it. I also did like the artwork. Like, it's not just the fact that it was cheap, but I also did like the artwork. But then, like, just for that price, I'm like, how could you pass that up? Why would you? Has not been open. Because this one, the Santa Muerte Oracle, this is by the same artist, Fabiola Strani. Literally, I opened the tarot deck read with Santa Muerte one time, and I was like, I gotta get that oracle deck, no question about it. Still closed. It's okay. It's okay. I promise it's okay, because we're gonna get to this one especially. I think at this point I just need to commit to opening, cleansing, connecting with all of these in the next month. Otherwise, why am I buying them? Porque the Santa Muerte Tarot took me by surprise. I'm not even gonna lie to you, because I don't usually buy deity specific tarot or oracle decks. I feel like once I open that gate, which I kind of already have, then I'm gonna go down the rabbit hole of trying to collect other deity decks. So now that I have the Santa Muerte Tarot, it's like maybe I should get the Kali Oracle, and maybe I should get the Isis Oracle. And you see how that becomes a problem? Do you know how many deities there are in the world? I just didn't want to open that door. I felt like it was a bad idea, but I really loved the artwork, and I can't say I have the longest going relationship with Santa Muerte, but thus far it's been very it's been a very peaceful energy. It's been nourishing and nurturing, very motherly, very like grandmotherly. It's been great grandmotherly, maybe. It's been good. And she so I just kind of got Emperor's New Groove is one of my favorite movies, in case you don't know. And as I kept saying, like, motherly, grandmotherly, great grandmotherly, I got that scene of Yzma.
You know what? I don't believe you're really my great aunt. You're more like my great.
Go, I'll stall them long enough for you two to get a head start.
Thanks, honey.
You have a lovely wife. They're both very pretty.
Great.
All right. I use through.
Great aunt.
If you know, you know. Anyway, Santa Muerte got jokes. It's just funny. It's just funny. I am really enjoying it here. I'm enjoying her energy. So I have no regrets about buying this. I know I'm gonna love it. I know I'm gonna love the deck. Yeah. So I think with all 5 of those, I'm gonna rate them together, because none of them have been used before, and they are all kind of in the same category. For all of those, I'm getting like 2 of Cups, which is all about coming into partnership, and I think I do want to make that the goal for the next month. 2 of Cups, and then also Ace of Cups, because it's like coming into partnership with them. And then Ace of Cups kind of like represents the amount of time for me. Cups, I kind of equate to months. So yeah, within the next month, I want to have connected with all of those. But I'm super excited about the energy with Santa Muerte. That's the one I'm most excited about, I think, if I'm being honest. We do not have too much more, you guys. Okay, this is the Artistro acrylic paint pens. Have not used it. So long. Farewell. No, for real, I need to say farewell to my overconsumption problem. I don't know why I'm like this. I feel like one day I will use these though. The hummingbird is back. You didn't sneak up on me this time, friend. Thank you. When I watch this back, I need to pay attention to when the hummingbird comes up, because he might be trying to tell me something. He, she, they might be trying to tell me something. Anyway, this is I mean, it's a solid set, man. But I have not used these. I can't even say it's solid, because I don't know if it's actually quality. I don't know if they work. For all I know, half of these can be dried out. And I'm over here trying to convince you to, I'm not trying to convince you to buy them, but I just feel like they look really cool. I do like to paint. I do like more creative pursuits. The issue is the lack of time, because I have 2 jobs. When I'm not working those 2 jobs, I'm either recording content for you guys or editing content for you guys. It's very little time left, especially after cooking and cleaning as well. Very little time left after that to play in my art stuff as much as I would want to. But there is some time because I also do still find time to watch TV somehow. Anyway, that's that one. What would I give that? I'm gonna give that one 9 of Cups because that is one of my big wishes. As you all know, if you've been here, one of my main goals, if not my main goal, is to be able to become self-employed by making content. I want content creation to be my form of income. Maybe not my sole form of income, but I feel like that would be like a good jump start. And so, yeah, that to me is kind of tied to all of the wishes and dreams that I have, tied to that goal, because in my mind, if I could go self-employed and not have to work 2 jobs, you know, become more financially stable, financially independent, at that point I would really have a lot more time to create art, to hone my artistic skills, because I don't feel like I'm the best painter, but I also feel like I need to paint. So like if I could have the time to like hone that skill, have that time, it would just be a wish fulfilled for me. So yes, that is why I'm giving it 9 of Cups. There's also something else there, but I feel like that might be just for me. So disregard. We're gonna move on. So I don't know what these are formally called. Oh, Chanako 700 pieces lip wands. Another example of how it's cheaper to just buy things in bulk. I bought these because I actually will need these. I have a couple of cream palettes from Danessa Myricks, and then I want to say one from, was that also Danessa Myricks? I think that was also Danessa Myricks, but it was like a different format, like a different line. So I have the nudist palette, the feminist palette. I can't think of the name of the one I'm seeing in my head, but it's another cream palette. And I have been liking using them a lot in place of like traditional lipsticks, you know, that you twist up. But because of that, I've been going through my lip wands that I have. So I did need to re-up on some more. I guess I could also technically just use my finger, so this wasn't the most necessary. But I'm starting to get a little adultish about my fingers and just like putting them in different products and then putting them on my face, and then like it's just, like, it's okay to use a straw sometimes, girl, you know? I don't know. I don't know what's happening to me for real. But I'm here, I'm thriving, just changing in very strange ways. What would I give that? It's certainly going to be used, so I have no regrets. Like, I know I'm gonna get my use out of those. There's a lot of things about, I don't know why I gotta talk this one out, but there's a lot of stuff about like aesthetic, clean girl, like, again, just getting girly, which I can't say I've ever been tomboyish. I mean, yeah, like a little bit, but like, I don't know, I feel like I've always kind of avoided certain things like these, or like, which honestly, these, I love them and I hate them at the same time. Like, typing with these is just, but yeah, there are just certain things that are very girly that I've always kind of stayed away from, or like, you know, pretended I wasn't interested in. Nails being one of them. Straws, I don't know who told me straws was a feminine thing, but you know, I don't know, just certain things. And it's so weird because I feel like I am very girly. Like, I don't think anybody has ever thought I was a tomboy, but I still just like have this block about being too girly or leaning too far into it. I don't know what that is, but I think that's going. So I say all of that to say something about these lip wands kind of represents that for me. Like, we're no longer just doing it like it's chapstick. We're getting a wand. We're going to keep our hands clean. We're going to keep the product clean. And we're going to put it on with a wand. And I actually like the application evenness that I get with the lip wand too. Lovers is trying to come up again, which is also kind of bringing me back to the Five of Swords. It's so interesting. This one is coming through a little deeper though, so let me see if I can go there. So traditional lovers card, like the imagery, it features the man looking at the woman and the woman looking up to the divine. And this isn't talking about like male-female relationships like in the 3D realm. This is talking more so about, I mean, it could talk about that, but the way it's coming through right now is that this is talking about the masculine and feminine energy that each person carries. And so masculine energy is the one that is taking action. It's the one that's taking action on what the feminine has imagined or created or attracted. And so the way this is reading to me in regards to some freaking lip wands and everything that I just said about how I associate the lip wands with like girliness, it's like my inner masculine, my action-oriented side has finally, this is the way it's coming through. This is Ari talking. It's like my inner masculine finally taking action on what the feminine, the creatrix side of me has imagined, and just going towards it without shame, without fear, without any weird feelings. I don't know. This gets to the Five of Swords, which is interesting because Five of Swords talks about ego. Okay, I gotta let Ari talk. Ari is higher self, in case I didn't say that. It's almost a sense of like what the divine feminine has really created and allowed for is just free exploration. Like exploration into whatever feels comfortable or aligned or whatever. And then the Five of Swords is kind of coming through as the masculine as well, in the sense of like, this is what that looks like. In the sense of like, if this is what I see for myself, for my higher self, then the feminine aspect of me has kind of curated an exhibit or an archive of what things are kind of included in that image or in that person. And then the divine masculine is taking action towards that persona, towards that image, towards, y'all know I do want to be a public figure, so a lot of how this is coming through is about persona, and because I think you do still need one. Hot take, maybe that should be another video. I think you do still kind of need one. You do still kind of need like a bit of an ego. You know? Anyway, story for another day. This is a more deep message, so I might need to do a deep dive into that too, into the Lovers versus the Five of Swords, because I do get it, or Lovers plus Five of Swords. I do get what it's saying. It's kind of hard to put it into words right now. We'll see. How many like offshoot videos do we have from this one video? Anyway, that's that one. Last thing, you guys, we're finally seeing the light. And this is a jewelry making kit, and it literally came with like 6 or 5 different metals. Like, let me just check this out. Like, you see 5 or 6 different, there you go. It came with like 5 or 6 different types of chains, the different hooks that you can attach, pliers, these little thingies to connect the charm to the chain. I don't know what that's called, but it came with these. This kit came with a lot, and it was less than 15 bucks. So Plus, I've already used it. Plus, I know I will use it again. Yeah, I'm all into this. I mean, I don't know if it's the most quality jewelry. I would doubt it. I mean, for the price. So I probably won't be wearing this in the pool, in the shower. Like, it's definitely probably not even gonna get worn every day. But I do think it's cool, and it gives my hands something to do. It's a little hobby without completely breaking the bank like a lot of my hobbies do. So in my brain, I just got the Emperor, and then I kind of had some resistance to that. So after the Emperor, it trickled down into like almost all the kings. It went from King of Pentacles to King of Wands, and then it kind of like stopped because I caught myself. I'm like, wait, what's happening? And as I say that, I'm kind of getting an image of that scene from Last Airbender when Aang first, I think it's the first time he like goes into the Avatar state after he finds out that the Northern Air Temple has been destroyed. And you remember how like he lit up, but then all of the statues lit up as well. First of all, just know I love y'all because this scene, this specific part of this scene isn't anywhere on YouTube. So I'm finna take time out of my own day, record this scene with my own camera. You're welcome. It kind of was an image of that, but it was going in reverse. Instead of like spiraling up, it was spiraling down from the Emperor. Is this also another spinoff? Literally a spinoff. Emperor again is, well, no, not again, but the Emperor is divine masculine energy, and again, this is the action-oriented state, so it's funny that we're ending on a lot of like action. I think that's a message for me as far as like the whole video, this entire series, kind of like what the energy is of doing this sort of content. There's a lot less delay these days between what I see myself doing and then what I do. Like I was watching overconsumption content on YouTube today, and as well as maybe a little bit yesterday, but definitely today. And so I had the idea to do this video, like what if I went through everything I ordered from Amazon in June and actually put a tarot card to it? And here we are doing it. So I think that's part of the message. It's like it's a lot less delay between my inner feminine and inner masculine. Like it's all just working together a bit more cohesively right now. So I feel like that was kind of a message for me that has nothing to do with the jewelry kit. I'm also being told it doesn't even matter. It's not that deep. Y'all don't really care what tarot card I put to this damn kit. But I do hope that going through these products and hearing how I think about them maybe taught you a little bit about tarot, or helped you think of certain cards in a different way. And if nothing else, as always, I hope it entertained you guys. I definitely look forward to seeing y'all in my next video. But until then, I will see you later, Soul Searchers.